The breaking news continues as far as what happened in front of the Trump Hotel here in Las Vegas. We have new information coming into our newsroom, it seems, each and every moment. Here's what we know right now. The driver of that truck, the only person who lost their life. We do know 7 other people had some minor injuries, all treated and released from the hospital, though. And the person inside that truck, active duty military, a Green Beret, special ops. Apparently in the Cybertruck, large fireworks, mortars, gas canisters there in the truck bed. Investigators haven't found a definitive link between what happened here in Las Vegas and the terror attack in New Orleans, but boy, are there a lot of similarities. At 6:01, let's talk about the rental of that truck. Our Andrew Nomura standing by in front of the Trump Hotel. And I had never heard about this special app. It's a peer-to-peer app where you can rent your car out. It's kind of like an Airbnb. It's called Turo, and here I heard about it within 12 hours time, 2 different times because of what happened in New Orleans and what happened here in Las Vegas, Andrew.
Yeah, that's correct, Kim. This Turo app is something similar that is kind of like a ride-sharing app. You and I can rent out our vehicle, and that is exactly where that vehicle, that Cybertruck, was rented from, that authorities told us about, rented by Matthew Livelsberger. This is a Army veteran, nearly 20 years an Army veteran, served in Afghanistan back in 2009, was in Special Forces and a Green Beret. The 37-year-old received numerous amount of awards from the Army, including several bronze medals and a Bronze Medal of Valor. He was stationed at the base formerly known as Fort Bragg in North Carolina, but spent most of his time at Fort Carson in Colorado. Authorities found a number of things in the Cybertruck after all the flames and everything was taken care of, including 2 firearms, his passport, and a military ID. Bomb techs say that the sophistication of the explosive material did not match someone with Livelsberger's experience.
The level of sophistication is not what we would expect from an individual with this type of military experience. That most of the materials inside that Tesla were fuel to help fuel a greater explosion. But it's too early to answer any question as if there was sophisticated connectivity to those components to make it ignite in the way that it did.
Some of the statement that was sent by Turo yesterday, and then we received an updated statement later on last night, just basically stating that they are cooperating with authorities with this investigation. As far as Livelsbergers go, authorities say that he does not have a criminal background and he is not connected to any terrorist organizations. Kim, we'll send it back to you.
A new baby at home in Colorado, just a lot still to learn about what was on this person's mind. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. And it's 6:04. Our live team coverage continues with the help of Evan Schreiber on the live desk. And you're really tracking the route from where he rented the car in Colorado and then how he made his way here on New Year's Day to Las Vegas.
We know he was living there in Colorado. Now we're learning more about his movements right now. It was all detailed by investigators that they tracked it all based on his stops at a Tesla charging station along the way. They say Matthew Livelsberger rented that vehicle, that Cybertruck, in Denver on Saturday. He didn't get to our Las Vegas Valley until early Wednesday morning on New Year's Day. That is 8 charging station stops along the way, not including Denver and Las Vegas. And then on New Year's Day, the morning of the explosion, it was charged in 3 Arizona towns before surveillance video showed him showing up in the Cybertruck on the Las Vegas Strip about 7:30 in the morning. He drove in and out of the valet drive at Trump International Hotel. He went several places along the Strip. He came back an hour later. The truck exploded just 17 seconds after he parked there in the valet area, as police say Livelsberger shot himself in the head just before that detonation. Our Metro Sheriff Kevin McMahill said investigators got charging station photos from each of these stops showing Livelsberger was the individual that was driving this vehicle and was alone. Kim McMahill went on to say that, quote, "We're not aware of any other subjects involved in this particular case." Back to you at the desk, Kim.
And I am so proud as a Las Vegan for almost 25 years to see our Sheriff Kevin McMahill on the international stage. What a great representation for our city. I watched extensive coverage yesterday and he just nailed it with that news conference. Thank you, Evan. At 6:05, we are hearing from the guests of the Trump International Hotel for the first time since this incident happened. We're going to play a portion of what they had to say.
She was a little worried. She started getting a little emotional about it.
It was very scary, and I think it could have been a lot worse, to be honest with you. So we're just thankful to be alive and nobody hurt really too bad.
I was getting ready. I was in my hotel room, and all of a sudden we hear an explosion. We thought it was a bomb at first and a shooting.
Incidentally, it was first reported to the FBI that it was a bombing incident. And now we're seeing clearly through the different images exactly what happened with that Cybertruck. A lot of the guests that we spoke with mentioned this will not prevent them from coming back to Las Vegas for a future visit. So you'll hear more on the Today Show as Morgan Chesky, the NBC News correspondent, is waking up here in Las Vegas this morning and will do live reporting on the Today Show.